sir, man. It's the Free Breakfast Podcast, food for thought and your most important meal of the day. I go by the name of DJ Paulie Guap.
And I'm Hefe Lockhart, man, here on the check-in, man. And today, we are here live from Street Commerce from Britches.
The new location.
With the guys that got the gang in here,
The new
man.
location, man.
We got my man Danny Phantom
Yes,
in here.
sir.
My man Clint Love. That's a legendary name, too,
Yeah,
Clint Love.
that's Clint Love.
Got my
Yes,
boy
sir.
I right here.
100.
You know what I'm saying? We got my man Alex right there.
Yes, sir.
Y'all
Welcome to Street
Free
Commerce
Breakfast
Fine
Commerce.
Britches team,
Thanks
man.
for
Welcome,
having us.
welcome,
Welcome to the pod, man. How y'all doing
You know what
today?
I'm saying?
Great.
You know what I'm saying?
Glad to have y'all here, man.
For real, man. Hey, man, one thing before we get started, I got to shout y'all out. I keep it real player. You know what I'm saying? And
time,
we
you
real
dig?
players over here at the TSC. You know what I'm saying? Little vibe over here, man. So I got to salute players when I see them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, man, let the people know how Street Commerce find Britches. How did that happen? Because it like...
Yeah, y'all like from all three different ethnicities, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a multicultural background, you know what I mean? So how did y'all come together?
Yeah, so I started Street Commerce in 2018, and I threw this like event. It was at an Airbnb. We rented it out, turned the upstairs into like a retail space, gave people free champagne, free backwoods. Like,
okay.
Really tried to offer like a higher level retail experience, something new for them. And I met him there, and his partner at the time. And I had seen their clothes like here and there because they was already doing like this like they would go to Goodwill, buy pants, restructure them, sell them. And it was always hard, bro. Like I was copping pairs and stuff.
That's hard.
So we met at that event.
Yeah, met him there, and then and after that, since he's seen that I was a designer and stuff like that, and with my partner at the time, he was like, let's plan a fashion show. So we went ahead and planned a fashion show, and it was our first one. We did at like a little firehouse, the old old firehouse basically, and it turned into like a church, little event space. It was like right before COVID, like in 2019 we did that.
2018,
yeah.
Yeah, it was in the fall of 2018.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. It was a great turnout. Like, we didn't really expect the city to receive it so well. Because, like, you see fashion shows and they do what they do. They just showcase clothing.
Right.
We tried to bridge it with music and do live performers, give people the opportunity to model and perform their songs that wouldn't necessarily always have that opportunity. We put regular people on the runway wearing like McQueen, Dior, just giving them that like platform to feel like special on, just like we feel special when we like wear that type of shit and do that type of shit.
Right. It was like my first win to y'all was really like I8 because he fuck with Booth. So like I kind of caught wind of the whole thing. He was like, yeah, bro, wow, you gotta go fuck with Street Commerce, man. You gotta fuck with Clan, I8, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like that's kind of the first win, and it was funny. The bandanas right behind you. That's really the first piece I saw. It was like that. They like, yeah, bro. They got high end fashion, and he running the bandanas, and I'm like, okay, yeah. They got something brewing. You know what I'm saying? Then I got wind of Danny with the film photos. And so it was y'all got a whole complete structure, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's a great team.
I think y'all got on my radar. Y'all came through to the Hood Rich pop-up.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
That's really
that
was the first time I think
That's when we
we
pulled
had
up on him at the crib,
popped up,
right?
like with y'all,
Right,
met
right.
every one of y'all and
I
shit.
think
Yeah.
you had one of the jackets on you. You was showing Clean the jacket at the time.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was
the baby blue joint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I had like light
like
blue
a
one
year
all the
ago.
time.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah, 'cause I
right,
remember
right.
Marvin was fucking with that and shit. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout my nigga Marv.
So the dynamic of the collaboration is fairly new. Street Commerce Fine Britches.
It's really since day one. This whole project is fairly new. It all started in 2018. But ever since we met that night, since the first fashion show, everything after has been a partnership. We got our first office space after the fashion show. So we shared that, and it was like the size of this room. So he had his clothes and sewing machine. It was a little smaller than this actually.
Yeah.
And I had a rack, just designer clothes, some accessories, but really humble beginnings, like, but always together.
Legit.
Like
we put up there every single day. That was work.
Yeah,
Like,
some days it'd be like 9 of us in there and like just
small
I
ass
was
room.
Small ass
Table.
room.
Damn.
Like planning events,
like half the
making
side
clothes.
would be like Clinton planning like the next event.
Right.
The other side would be like me and I just like working like on jackets, you know. What I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
on
when
the
Jack was
floor.
going crazy. I needed Danny's help at the time. I had assistants.
he was
out
cutting
here.
and sewing like.
I taught Danny how surgery and stuff.
I
It got
remember
hectic.
you
bro.
you came through that time with that baby blue motherfucker on. I
Yeah.
said, that was it.
I seen y'all had put up a picture of the old office space or something like that.
Maybe,
Yeah,
last week.
Yeah, we definitely did.
That was the second office. So like it was the same building, but we moved to like a bigger space in the same building.
Yeah, and that was like a big accomplishment.
That was like probably
at the time.
like another like 6 months into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a real estate office, like basically a whole bunch of real estate agents. We were
Yeah,
all
it was
big
like a
kids in
co-working
there.
space.
Yeah,
So, like-
it was everyone was like at least like 30 years old in there.
So,
We're just
alright.
like kids like running around type shit, like
Smoking weed outside, but going inside and working.
yeah,
Straight up.
right,
We put our
right.
head down and work. Like
That's
we wasn't
hard.
in there like
Yeah, we
acting
was
a
in there
fool. I mean,
every
we
night
kinda
till like
was,
2 or
yeah.
3 a.m. Like,
But that's why we planned this.
Constant.
The only reason we got that space is to plan for the second fashion show. So we were like, it's kind of hard to come together and meet up and stuff like that. So it's like, let's just get a little spot.
Right.
And to link up, it was, all chipping for rent. Worked out perfect. And then boom, from there, worked in there for like a solid like 8-9 months. And then just COVID hit, right?
Yeah, and they were trying to kick us out of the office because
They
they
definitely
were
were.
about to rent it for way more money or something. We wasn't gonna pay it, so I started looking for new spaces, and we found the spot in Noda, and that's when we moved from the west side to Noda because we was off Wilkinson,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, like
Wilkinson.
Moorhead.
Yeah,
Yeah, like close
okay.
to the airport, shit.
Okay.
and then we moved to Noda, and that's when everything kind of started coming together for us because we turned the front of that. We just rented the back room, and they were showing the space to like other businesses, lawyers, realtors. We was like, this would be weird. We don't want to do this again. We rented the whole spot, turned the second room to a studio, turned the front space into a retail, like to a storefront.
Right. That
And it
was
was right on Noda.
Yeah, it worked
so,
out
like,
perfect.
I think at that
That was a
point
prime location.
No,
Prime.
it was. The foot traffic was
prime.
crazy, especially on the weekends. Like all families go there, eat,
Right.
and then just walk around because there's cool little shops in Noda. So
Right.
it's like
Right.
we also brought like something different to it as well.
Absolutely.
Right.
I think y'all, one thing I noticed about your niche was y'all kind of tackled interior design. Like that was a thing head on. Like when I first came in the Noda location, that was the first thing I noticed. It wasn't a product. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It smelled good. It was females and then, it wasn't none of that. It was like, yo, these niggas focused on interior design.
respect,
And like that's the like
Yeah,
because
right.
now look at this store now and think about what it's known for.
Right.
Sure.
Already off the rip, like, oh, bro, y'all seen that space downtown? Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? So it's like paying attention to the details, the small specs of it. It pays off so much in the end. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
like I was telling Clint, I can tell y'all are well traveled and like study retail. It's like when I came in here the first time, I came about the black bust down, the black velour bust down.
Oh yeah.
And you
Damn,
ain't
you
showed
still
me the
have
store
that
down.
piece?
Yeah, I ain't busted it yet.
Oh,
I got a fit for that motherfucker. I gotta wait. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you was talking about the mean, the unreleased.
No.
Oh,
I thought you had.
nah. I got the black velour.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So he had showed me, and I could tell. I was like, yeah, man, I could tell y'all well traveled. Y'all really study retail. It give me them vibes of like a Maquetto, that old Kith when Atrium was in the front and Kith was in the back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it give me them vibes. You feel me? So
sure.
I could tell y'all really study this retail.
Yeah, bro.
Right.
I want to ask you a question, man.
What's up?
How did you get into designing and sewing?
Okay. So I used to make beats. Made beats. Used to engineer. Used to
DJ.
record. Yeah, DJ.
Fact. That's how I met early on
that's
too.
crazy. That was a
Yeah.
long time
yeah,
ago.
that
Long
was
time
you
ago.
talking about the shit at the Speedway?
Know that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's the first
bro.
time Loki I had
That's
met
when everybody was
too.
together too.
Right.
That was a good at like.
That was when I first met, bro. Like, cause like Booth was like, bro,
Hair was
I
a little
hate DJing,
shorter,
bro.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, a lot
hell
shorter.
yeah.
But basically, I used to do all that, and then I used to also. I'm already like a hands-on person. Like growing up, I like arts and crafts. I like building stuff, Legos, breaking stuff apart, like putting all that stuff. So like when I started like just was like, yo, my mom had a sewing machine actually, and she kept it. It was from my dad got it for her for her birthday. And I took it one day, and like I would take it, and my mom got pissed, like really mad, because at the time I wasn't into clothes at all. I was a skateboarder and I made music, so she was like, "What are you using my sewing machine for?" I broke it, and I just put it back, like, so I just went about life.
after the whole like once you got the one from mom, she realized it was broken. Kind of, what was the direction after that? Was it like, yo, I gotta get it, I gotta get back to this? Like,
yeah. I was instantly. The funny thing is, I went to the beach years ago. One of my friends had saw the pieces that I posted on my Snapchat. He was like, yo, my little brother shows. I was like, oh, for real? What's his name? He was like, his name's Keller. Like, he lives in the city. He's like 14, 15 at the time. And I was like, you know what? Let's link up. And I went to his crib, and then he had the sewing machine. He had the whole like big room. You know, he was able to fold out the fabric, way more space than I had at my crib. So I was like, you know what? We're gonna be working here. And we just kept on working. I was like, bro, we should start like a little brand or something. And then it went from there. And then started finding Britches. I think we had some other names that didn't stick.
Okay.
One of the names was like Team. The end is near. But then I looked it up. One, it was taken, and two, I was like, I'm not trying to be on that.
Right.
So, I just played around with it. Like Britches is pants, and the pants were fire. But we was like, that's fine. And kind of played on fine. And then Britches. Like I said, we're from the South, so a lot of people from the South instantly hear Britches and like, oh, pants.
That's a fact.
And they say it a lot in rap music too. Now that I like listen, so it's like, it's a known word. You can't even.
What my grandma say, Britches to this day.
Right.
Pull your britches
up.
Word going. If anything.
Pull your britches up.
But that was more focused on the word fine because it's a 4-letter word. You could play around with it. You know, make acronyms out of it.
Right.
Slap it. Boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Britches is like I'm trying to. You know, Guess jeans. They know it's Guess jeans, but they say Guess.
Right.
Or just other brands that have like the full names, and it's like they're not saying the full thing. So it's still fine Britches, but you know it's fine at the end of the day. Like,
So y'all in the No Doubt store getting it in. Like y'all months in, y'all comfortable. Y'all chilling, y'all making y'all bread there.
Doing numbers.
Doing
big
numbers.
numbers.
Each one of y'all can give me y'all own account of this. But how they just come and tell y'all, hey, this ain't zone for business. Y'all gotta go.
No, so I pulled up one day.
Yeah.
I pulled up. It was like 2 weeks before Christmas. Normal day. Just like, ooh, let's start the day. And it was like, man, like, I think it was cloudy or something. I don't know. It was already gloomy. But I pulled up. I see a big, like letter, like with a police symbol or whatever the heck it was on the, it said warning or stop work notice or something like that. And I was like, nah. And I pulled up, looked at the sign, and looked at the letter, and I just put it in a group message. And then after that, it was just like, it was up. And then we had the fire department come that day, and he was telling us some wild shit. He was telling us we gonna have like 5 people in the store at a time. I was like, there's 5 of us working at a time. I was like, wow. On that. And then he got it like checked by his supervisor, and they said 0 people can come in the store. So it was like, oh, like we were just like, wow.
Yeah, because that I remember the fire inspector coming in, and it was me and Ethan there, and I was like, yo, Ethan, you could take this. He's like, yeah, probably done 30 minutes. We're like, all right, bet. Bro, 3 hours later, Ethan's like, yo, he's still here, and we're like, damn.
They're texting me like we're fucked.
Yeah, like
the fire inspector's fucking us. I'm like, what?
Damn.
Like, what's going on?
The worst thing.
He's like, he just needs exit signs and fire extinguishers. Like, I thought we would be able to handle it. I was like, bro, we could get all that installed tomorrow. We literally got all of it installed the next day. And then he comes back. He's like, well, I'm sending him pictures via email, and I'm like, we got everything done. Like, we good to go.
Good to go.
And he's like, that's good, you got all that done, but nah, because the property is zoned for residential, not commercial. So you can't do business there.
Even though it's a restaurant right next door.
You're right, yeah.
And just in the backyard, there's a patio space.
Right.
So it's like no one wants to live there.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
yeah, who would you live there?
Yeah, like,
a restaurant.
all night.
Like,
And
So
they
it's
rented
crazy.
it to us as like co-working office space, which to me that's commercial. That's not
Absolutely.
living. That's
What?
not residential.
you're
It's
turning a
office.
profit, so it doesn't matter
Right.
like whether you're in an office or a store. Like,
And it was out of our hands at that point. Like, I tried to get the whole property rezoned because the landlord was cool with us running the store there.
Right.
He was
Telling
like,
us, he was
if
like-
you could get it on as a commercial property, go for it. And I went for it, and
Facts.
it didn't go nowhere.
Yeah, but it's also crazy. Like we started up that store like kind of like middle of COVID. Like COVID had already been happening,
Right.
June 1st.
and places were shut down. Luckily, they it was like 2 weeks later or something. They let like 50% capacity or whatever, so people can go shop and stuff like that. And like we did numbers there. Like people asked me. Somebody came into the store the other day and was like, "Yo, how did y'all move through COVID at that store?" No, I was like, "Bro, we boomed. Like
People
literally,
were
like
still buying clothes and wanting to like connect and
right,
I feel like we like provided that feeling of like, I mean, yeah,
Still
we're still in
open.
the midst of this, but like that community vibe was still around.
Right.
Yeah, we wasn't about to give it up to no virus.
Right.
Yeah, like nothing's stopping us, bro. Like
That's a fact.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. I used to
pandemic.
y'all were one of the only ones open during that time when even social was closed.
right, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm
Me
talking
and him
like,
went to social and they like it was like locked,
Bro.
Like, but the employees were standing in there. It was like one at a time, two at a time. Could shop like that's it.
it was crazy. Like, and then after that, I remember when they were doing that. Then it closed. Then when they opened back up, they started doing that again.
Right, yeah.
It's like me and Hefe was talking about that the other day. It's like, bro, that ties into like consumerism, bro. Who wants to walk up to the door and pull it, and then it's like
It's
you
locked,
looking at 5 people working.
They all looking at you.
They all looking at you. Like,
That shit damn near make you want to turn around and
like, what?
I'm turning around every time.
Every time,
Like
like,
fuck that.
you know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling welcome.
Yeah, and that's like
That's the most important part when you shop. You gotta feel comfortable and you gotta feel welcome where you're at.
Right.
Because otherwise, you're not gonna spend a dime.
Right.
Like that's just how
Like,
it goes.
I tell people that it's a science, like all the way down to who's working in the boutique. Like
I think it's all the way down to the
it's a
smell,
science.
bro.
It is.
Everything.
The music, the ambiance, everything, bro.
Everything, bro.
The
Like,
color of the floor with the walls, with the art, with the
Right.
clothes, everything.
It's an
right.
experience, man. It's all important.
Yeah.
How did y'all get here? How did y'all find this space?
Ethan found this spot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he started looking, like, as soon as we realized we weren't going to be able to reopen, because we tried to reopen in Noda for 1 week. We was like, fuck it. Fuck
Oh,
the
yeah.
fire
Oh,
yeah, we
Fuck the
did.
fire
We're going
department.
for it.
They came back.
They came back with another stop work order. And they threatened us with, like, heavy fines and even, like, criminal charges.
Damn.
And we was
So
like,
it was like-
but when we opened, the first week we reopened, we did, like, probably 13K.
yeah. So we was up. We
Like,
were
was
like,
like, bro, we could keep this going. Fuck the fines, like
Right.
all this shit. But we realized like that's not smart. Like,
Right.
let's move. Let's do it the right way.
Right.
Find a commercial lease where we're allowed to do what we do.
Right.
And he found the spot.
That's
Right when
crazy.
we pulled up and walked in the front door, we saw the chandeliers.
Yeah.
The secret doors open.
That's
we was
crazy.
Like, this is it. Like,
I used to see this spot all the time. Like, I used to work for the Hornets, so like, I used to like pass this all the time. But like, I never knew what it was. Like, it was just like a spot.
I feel like a lot of people are like that. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what this shit was.
Yeah,
Like,
because they had the J. Cole Dreamville.
yeah,
Right.
that's
Yeah,
that's
the
what
pop-up
That was-
here,
that's
yeah.
like
There's a lot of people
everybody
mentioned
says.
about
And
this spot.
then
Yeah.
I actually knew a dude, James Barker. I don't know if y'all know him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a brand going.
Oh, shout my the homie James. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I remember it just. I came through and he had the vibe set up, and I was like, "Damn, this building's crazy." And they had a coffee shop up front too. And I didn't see like all the way back here, but just like that one day I walked in here, I was like, "Wow, this building's like different from the rest of Charlotte." You know what I mean?
That's hard. That's hard. Dang, I ain't heard that name in a minute, bro.
Facts. Shout out James.
Yeah, shout out James, bro. Real fashion guy.
Damn.
Um,
I didn't know you knew him. I know his
Yeah.
sister. She went
I forgot how I met him honestly.
then you know.
I met him at the joint, like everybody, damn near everybody else. For real.
Alex and Danny, y'all like the glue of this shit. Y'all keep this shit revolving.
No cap.
I want all of y'all to tell me the importance of having a good team. How important is that?
I feel like in retail, everyone has to be on the same page. You know what to expect when you come in here, and there's no lacking on anyone that comes in here. Like, you could come in here wearing some fucking flip flops, Nike shorts, white tee. I'm gonna treat you the same way as you come in here in all Rick, all Prada. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And to me, that's like the most important thing.
Right.
Just making sure everybody's on page and treating everyone how you would want to be treated. To be honest.
For sure. Respect is important.
Yeah,
like, within
like-
the team and within our relationships with the customers and the public. Like, we show love, we show respect until people give us a reason not to.
Right.
You know. But
And we all like uplift each other too. I know that's kind of generic, but like it's a team. Like growing up, I wasn't really big on team sports and stuff like that because I feel like I'm in control of my wins and stuff like that. And I feel like as a team, you know, everybody gotta be on the same page. But
Right.
like with this is like a big big life goal that I'm trying to reach and stuff like that. And obviously, you can't do it alone.
Absolutely not. Right.
And the people who do it alone, they're not doing it alone, even though
Right.
they make it look like they're doing it alone.
Right.
It's just not. It's a
Right.
team behind everything, a little conglomerate of
Right.
people, ambassadors that's doing this, that, and the third.
Yep.
Danny's my assistant for the most part, and he also helps street commerce, but like we live together as well, so it's like always like business talk.
Right.
DMs, yo, did you do that? Yo, ship that out, or it's just certain things that, and it's a lot going on sometimes. So it'd be like, like sometimes you need that, like, yo,
like second brain almost.
Yeah, to be like, oh,
Definitely.
are you on it? And then vice versa, with just little things that I remember and they don't. It's just like, did you do that? It's just like,
Right.
You're not gonna remember everything, and
Right.
yeah, it's, I feel like
You can't win without a team. Like
That's a fact.
you
Yeah,
cannot
team
win
is,
without
like,
a team.
That's a fact.
You're not winning by yourself.
I always tell Polly, like, I feel like, because everybody always asks the Cleans, like, man, y'all got a team, like,
Bro, but y'all got a team, bro. Bro, but y'all got a team, bro.
I really feel like y'all some of the only people that really, like, understand that here. Like, you can't do it by yourself. You gotta have that team, bro.
Right.
And everybody on the team shines.
Right,
You know what I mean?
everybody
Like,
shining together.
All my brothers inspire me. You know what I mean? That's where I get my inspiration from.
And y'all don't cry over spilled milk, man. Like that's the type of shit I love seeing. Like real hustlers that know how to navigate and move. Like a hurdle come, all right, bet fellas, how we gonna tackle this? All right, ready, break.
oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
and
it was
then
game plan.
you know what I'm saying? It's done. Boom, boom. Like that's how it's supposed to happen. Like like we got to come together, coach. What's
Yeah,
up?
we out in
Like,
Cali. I'm like, yo, Danny. Every day, me or you are gonna wear one of my pieces, and we're gonna get noticed. I swear to
It's
God,
like
every
almost like you
single
gotta have
day.
a strategy. You know what I
Right.
mean? You can't just really walk into the field open handed.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
a lot of times, like people used to ask us, like, bro, why are y'all going to agenda with no booth? Like, dude, what do you mean? I'm about to finesse my plug to get a pass to get in, and then I'm gonna have my gear on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be fresh as shit.
People
Like,
ask you, yo, that's a fire shirt.
You
That's how you
feel
start
me?
the combo.
Like,
Nah.
yo, it's like, yo, how'd y'all get here, bro? Like, how old are y'all? Like, yo,
Right.
oh shit, like, yo,
I think-
shit, what y'all doing for lunch? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how
I
it
know
goes.
this guy.
I also think like traveling. I think traveling is very, very important.
Right.
To just network, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? In any field that you're in. With us, it's closed. So, you know, before even street commerce was started, we would go to New York, LA, literally just to get clothes. Like, because there was nowhere to shop here. Like,
and
Right.
experience that
Right.
level of retail.
Right.
Like
Like-
that creative, like level of design.
Yeah.
They don't really have that here.
like
Right.
So you see that for the first time in one spot, you start looking for it in other
Everywhere.
spots. Like, where
Right.
they at?
Right.
Like, I'm trying to see the coolest shop.
Right.
Exactly.
Dover
Yeah.
Street Market.
I was about to
Crazy.
say, bro,
Yeah,
Dover
Dover
Street
Street
Market.
Changed my
I remember the first time walking in there, I was like,
Yeah,
there's like 7 floors.
is.
Each
7
floor has
floors.
like different designers, and like
Crazy.
the layouts is like, bro, it's insane. It's inspiring. Is
That's
what it
what
is.
I could tell. Like, that's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
I could tell y'all come from that.
You can see the research in the store. Like it's like a like with us and our brand, you see our research. Like we came up around Black Sheep one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niche. Like I don't know if
Yeah,
y'all
I remember
remember
that.
Niche. Like
At the
bro,
corner,
like,
right next to
what?
Black Sheep. I remember
Like
that.
the only shop in this
Ahead of its
region
time.
carrying Yeezy ones, full size run, bro.
Yeah, right.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like real cloth. Like so,
Those
I'm like
lines and shit.
it and like you going off what you were saying. That is one of those guys who I wish would have hung tight and stayed in.
He was too ahead of his time.
He
Mitch
was
was
too
too
ahead.
ahead of his time.
Too
He was
ahead.
What's he
Like,
doing now? What's he doing?
Bro, he got out the game, bro.
He got out the game.
Like it's funny. Me, Booth, Nate, everybody know, bro. Josh from Black Sheep, he know, bro. Like we used to talk to, and he was so cool, bro. He used to ride a bike to the shop, like tatted up, like first dude having wallabies in a streetwear based store, like.
Right.
That shit give me goosebumps just talking about it. Like,
Alright.
That's crazy,
Like
bro.
that-
We gotta get him back in this
bro,
shit.
it's that energy, like going downtown to one, looking at 08
Wherever you
Diamond
at,
Supply.
Come fuck with
Like,
Street
look
Commerce,
at
man.
that's the type of shit that
That
really,
little black chair outside of Black Sheep and then there's the lines and shit.
bro. Standing out there for fucking what was them SBs we was out there for, the Tiffany's,
Yeah.
the fucking the re-release,
Yeah,
yeah, bro. Like we went out there just to document, just to see the craziness,
Shit was
like
different.
right before they took Camden from us, bro. Like, and it's just like now that y'all got a place like downtown that's not too far from Camden, but it's like, yo, bro, like we kind of took it a step further.
Nah,
Like,
Yeah,
This is
we in the
important.
city now.
Because they came and took our shit, and y'all coming down here and laying y'all foot down here. It's like, man, fuck y'all shit.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how
They
we
made
feel
y'all
too,
shit,
bro.
you feel me?
If y'all haven't seen this detail on the front of our building, is a middle finger, an iron middle finger.
Oh, shit.
Are you
Nailed-
serious?
Nailed
There's
into
some
the
artists,
brick.
some
Wow.
like, local
And
artists
it's
who put it
flicking
up.
off like the UNC Charlotte building.
That's crazy. It's funny. My grandfather always told me that a lot of people don't know shopping in Charlotte started downtown.
Really?
Like Sears was down. Sears and Roebuck, that was downtown. Like different little department store. J.C. Penney. First J.C. Penney's in Charlotte was downtown.
You
know what I'm saying? Like these things. My grandfather was like, he was like, y'all go to the outskirts to a mall, or y'all go to a street to a store. Like everything used to be downtown,
right.
That was the hub. So
I wish it was still like that,
bro.
Like,
y'all taking a step though,
Y'all bringing
and,
that back.
and bringing that back downtown. You know what I'm saying? This first ward right here, like we in the heart right here. So that's a beautiful thing, man. Seriously, fellas, that's a great thing.
It's a blessing for real.
As an entrepreneur, we all had that. Man, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm done with it. Y'all ever had that moment?
Once a week.
I had it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I had
2 months ago, for real.
Yeah.
I text him all the time when I'm feeling like that because they always snap me back into it. Like when we signed the lease to this spot, it was expensive, bro. Like it's hella expensive, so it's a financial commitment.
Absolutely.
Like deeper. This is like deeper than passion, or like culture. Like
Right.
It gets down to cold numbers. Like, can we do it?
Money.
Like, is it realistic?
You gotta,
Is it realistic?
You gotta do
Right.
the math and be like, is this possible? And like, I had COVID at the time, so like I'm already drained physically, mentally, and I'm trying to figure out if this is the right move for us. And I'm like about to fold for real. Like,
I feel you.
And I'm texting my homies. I'm like, are y'all with me on this? And they're like, what you talking about? Of course. Like,
Let's do
it
it.
was 100% with it, bro.
Wow.
And like, it made sense, so we went for it.
That's
Thankfully,
hard.
like,
That's super hard.
but yeah, we confide in each other for sure.
It was like 2 stores in one. Like we
Legit.
finessed it even more. We turned
Legit.
one space into 2.
That's where the partnership helps too, because we both have 2 different markets. Like the people that come shop with Street Commerce for Rick Owens and Margella, they're not necessarily coming to shop for Fine Britches. And the people that come for Fine Britches, they not even checking out designer shit. They want his shit.
They literally come in and out, and then sometimes it's just like, what's that in there? And then they go
and then
buy
they
something.
merge.
It's like, what's that in
That's
there?
the most beautiful thing about this store. I feel like
That whole hallway.
like once you see like people start walking down the hallway, like their faces like brighten up. It's like,
wow,
there's
this
more
is
out of
crazy.
space,
They
like-
see the grasses. I was wondering what was down there. So,
I think it's a testament to y'all style too. Like you'll like Danny, you'll catch Danny in a fresh streetwear tee, but like he'll have some fitted like 70s dress pants, like with some Rick on. It's like that's the statement. That's the like, yo, come in my shop. This is my whole shop.
Right.
On me right now. This is the whole experience. You know what I'm saying? Like I can take it anywhere you try and go. Like you know what I'm saying? Type situation.
you
And that's-
skateboarding outside.
Right.
We make sure it's a vibe. And shit.
That's
Like,
hard.
Yeah,
that's
like
hard.
like when we're all just outside, like chopping it up.
We already know what's up.
skateboarding and shit.
We already know to be outside.
Right.
We know what
Right.
it's doing. We know people turning
that
their
joint
heads.
energy.
Right.
That
It's
joint
not even
energy.
spoken.
Man,
We got the tables out there, so we be just be
Really
sitting
just
there
be chilling.
eating.
that's hard.
I go out there, need a breath of fresh air real quick and sit out there.
Right. And there's so much traffic that's like cars all the way going by. Boom, boom. So it's
Right.
just action.
It's only a matter of
It's
time
live.
before those people see more people coming in. We're fresh here, so
Right.
it's not like Noda where we had foot traffic already there given to us. We're
Right.
really creating our own foot traffic right now. So
Absolutely.
what we're doing right now is a little bit more difficult, and that's why we were also really nervous too, because this wasn't the same game plan. We really have to bring out our own people this time. And like,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
No
with,
one else is doing what we're doing, so there's no structure to like lean on. Like we do, if we do it like them, we can do it.
Right.
Like there's no one doing it,
Right.
Especially uptown.
Absolutely.
So it's like we like in Noda, we could lean on that foot traffic a
Right.
little bit. Up here,
Or that
It's all
the
like-
little restaurants,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
little
well,
ice
restaurants.
cream
But the thing
spots,
about
so many
smoothies.
businesses
Yeah.
bringing people to that area.
Right.
But here,
it's just us.
But this going
But
to
the
hit
thing about
crazy.
that what's gold now is that the people who come now, the buyer, like the rate in which they're buying is like
Right.
90-80%. Like people come in and they're buying rather than the notice. Hella foot traffic, but the buying rate wasn't as much because there's so much foot traffic of people who just came to eat or came to go
And
get
didn't
some
know
pop
what they was
ice
walking
cream.
into.
Right.
So a lot of the time I see the customers in the store like, this is not who I. What?
Right.
And go straight to the bag and continue working. And sometimes it was like, whoa, this is literally perfect. So with being there for the time, we gain like that traction. So it's like, yo, once we do move, we're gonna see what's solid. And for the most part, like a lot of the people have came to this store. It's not hard to find. It's uptown. Why would you want to pull up? Like, it's a new store in the city.
It's not far from our old spot either.
Right.
Yeah,
so it's not far at all.
Yeah, it's not far at all. So, yeah.
I feel like we see a lot more new faces who like never even like made their way to the old store now coming around and like
that's
hard. Like, I've been following you for like 2 years, 3 years, bro. I'm like, whoa, like this is.
Damn.
I feel like you part of the growth. Because, like, that shit's crazy. Like, appreciate that, bro.
And Ramir Bearden right here. People come down here to work out and do all that. So it's like,
for sure.
I think really though, when that All-Star weekend, that I don't think we got to see out of LA no more. But
All-Star weekend was lit.
Exactly.
They had a half pipe at Central.
Bro.
I mean, I was skating.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's like now, imagine when that next wave comes back and we got All-Star, or we got a music conference, Revolt conference, or you know what I mean? Anything
something
like
crazy
that.
is
Something
here.
crazy that's just, it's in Charlotte this year. It's like, street commerce is that downtown.
I mean,
the city is lit.
Exactly.
Go ahead and let them know what's going on with that. Like, that's very important.
Cool Kai is like a bootlegger, makes the shoes and stuff. He has a lightning bolt. I just got a random text one day of the flyer, and Clint posted on his story, and I was like, "Is this really happening at our store?" And he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "You know who that is?" He was like, "Not." And I sent him his page.
I was in Hawaii. Literally, we was eating breakfast, and
I was like,
I think he told me someone was about to do a 4-day pop up, and he didn't say the name yet, and then. He's like, I woke up and he's like, yo, pop up's locked in. I'm like, let's go. I was like, who is it? He's like, Cool Kai. I was like, wait, you for real? He's like, yeah. And I was like, wait, you know who that is, right? Like, that's big. Right. He's like, I mean, like, I've heard of him, but like, not really too familiar. But I was like, bro, that's up.
That's big.
That's up.
Yeah,
That's up.
When they reached out, they didn't reach out as Cool Kai. That's why I wasn't like who they reached out as Revis Paris, which is their like partnership brand.
Right.
So I looked up their Instagram. I'm like, okay, they're dope. Like, they're doing their thing. So talking to them about the pop up, they book it. I wrote a 12-page contract, like all by myself when I was in Hawaii. Cooked it up for them. Made sure she was cool with it. She I had to tweak it for her. She sent it back, and then a day later, after they booked it, I realized it was Cool Kai because I read some of the contact information.
Right.
I was like, oh shit.
Okay, that's hard. That's hard. Yeah. So when is that jumping off?
That's August 7th and 8th.
Okay. Yeah. That's hard. That's hard.
They're going crazy too. They're renting the whole store out.
They're doing branding, vinyls,
windows.
What? They going full out.
Be here for it though.
Yeah, we're all going to LA.
Oh, okay.
It's our birthdays.
So that's probably. Wait a minute. This is like the fucking littest shit ever. So y'all about to rent out the whole store, full pop up. Yeah. We know who this is, so we talking about a sold out pop up here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And y'all about to be out of town enjoying a birthday simultaneously. Yeah. That's fucking. We need to clap it up for these. That's
boss. Wait a second. Birthday. We're all Leos too. So
wait. Y'all got the same birthday?
Not the same.
No. We all Leos though.
Okay.
Almost all.
That's crazy.
Mine and his birthday is 1 day apart, 2 days apart.
That makes sense though. That makes sense. But before that makes total sense. I'm not even about to talk about that. But shout out to the unity with street commerce and music, bro. Because I want to mention when you said birthday, that shit made me think about my nigga Oak, and I gotta mention. Oak and Clint photos are fucking legendary, bro. I just had to mention that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man, y'all had the legendary with Mama Love.
With Mama Love in there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I love that energy, bro.
Yeah,
that shit is fire,
music.
bro.
I love music. Like, I love being tapped in with that community.
Right.
His mom is our mom.
Yeah, that's Mama Love. You know what I mean?
My mom likes meeting all the artists. Like when
that's hard.
She wanted to meet NASCAR.
That's hard.
She loves J Storm.
Nah, yeah, I used to see you at shows all the time, bro. Like you would just be at every fucking
the
show.
Like at shows, and just like that type of shit changed my life when I first started going to rap shows and shit.
Wow.
Because from where I came from. Like my parents didn't take me to rap shows.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? So once I started experiencing it was just
it's hard.
Like Xavier Wolf, I went and saw him a couple times.
Shout out to him. Yeah, Bones.
Their shows were just like back then.
Bro, S. Brady and all of them, bro. That shit was.
Dude, that shit was crazy as fuck.
Puya, all of them.
Yeah, we went and saw Puya.
Bro, Puya was bro, that was one of the craziest shows I've ever been to. My homie Austin Royal, I had DJ'd the show. We opened up for Puya and like S. and all of them one time. Zell, all of them, and it, bro. That's the C9 boys back then when they was all C9, bro. those were like some energy filled kid. Like, bro, Puya, like, I remember this one time, bro. Puya did a trick with a bottle of water, bro, that like it literally made me get out of my fucking brain, bro. I wish I had did it with the water bottle. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, he did like it was like some shit where he like, it was a bunch of girls too, so he was just like and it was just hitting them. So like they were like, they was fucking with it so crazy, and then he just starts like, bro, he makes girls like do shit like that, bro. Wow, like you ever seen a bunch of girls like mosh,
that's like,
and like smacking each other, bro? That shit is different, bro. Like Puya is different, bro. He's different, bro.
No, that shit's fire.
Like, yeah, music's always been important.
I can tell,
to
bro.
the vision.
Y'all had a show here recently.
Yeah,
how was that? Talk about that.
Gucci. Mm-hmm. Fire. He brings, bro. His energy is crazy, and his music is next level too.
Is he from Charlotte?
He's from.
Yeah, I thought so.
He's 1500 as well.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. So and he's about to do a show in New York at the Bowery Electric.
Y'all about to go out there tomorrow, right?
About to go out there.
That's hard.
Yeah, he's going
hard.
crazy. But yeah,
man.
That show opened doors for us for this space that we got, because now we can do shows here.
Right.
And
Damn.
now it's like,
and now people see what a show can look like.
Right.
And it's intimate. It's not like the Fillmore, like mad people. Like if you get inside, you're gonna have an amazing time.
Right. You get inside, you're a lucky one. Type shit.
Yeah, it's gonna start being like we're gonna bring big names out, and it'd be like. Really
limited exclusive,
bro. Like it's so funny because when I walked in, I literally thought about this idea I got, like, bro, some unplugged shit, like with that hardwood and shit, like, bro.
Yeah.
This is a real intimate, like, like bass drum on the carpet type shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like feeling vibrations in the floor, like that type of shit. Like this is a space, bro.
That. Like we could do anything. Like we're about to do a rave here.
What? Yo. That's fucking hard.
With like DJ sets.
That's
till
hard.
4 a.m.
Like black lights on.
Movie.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here for that.
He's having a DJ set. He's having a DJ set.
Oh, that's hard. Then you be on the spins?
I mean, I ain't never officially DJ. I be having the hits.
You be having the hits.
I'm gonna get right now.
You know, I'm with it. I be on my rave shit too. Yeah, I got all types of bags.
Deep house funk.
Oh, what? Dude.
Bro, that's the vibe.
Bring that alias in here, man. We be in here. Follow me. Like, we be in here really on the vibes. Like,
that's the vibes for real.
Yeah, that's the vibes.
That's the after work, you know what I mean? Come through like 10 to 4 a.m. type shit.
That's hard.
Saturday after work.
That's hard.
I got a question for you. You come from immigrant parents. I seen you said that. I do. How proud of your parents are of you? You got a fucking store. How proud of they are you, man?
My little siblings look up to me. They both started twisting their hair. My little brother started doing music. I used to do music and stuff.
Wow.
My little brother used to skateboard and stuff, but like they definitely look up to me. I'm a good example.
Absolutely.
I don't. Yeah, I'm just good, like I'm just a good son. Like I feel like now at this point, to disappoint them is the worst. Like I really can't unless like I either stop doing the clothes things or something, or like even when I like told my mom I was gonna slow down the sewing, she was like what? Like, but she didn't understand what I was doing. Was like I had to like I had to scale rather than being in that whole hand sewn, the shade room, somebody wearing it. Nah, I don't know. It was just that scaling that she'd understand. But yeah, no, they're proud, bro. Like my mom, she's from Haiti. My dad's from Trinidad, and yeah, I'm just first generation in the country. I was born in New York and Brooklyn.
Wow.
And then they moved here when I was like 1 because New York at the time was crazy. Like it wasn't the same. So we moved here to Charlotte. And then since then, yeah, I just had a good little upbringing. Parents were together, so I feel like that's kind of like a little hack to kind of see like both parents like together. Just show me, just like
it's one thing I always tell people, and I'm very, very grateful. Our brother Gardy is Haitian as well, and like he always invites us into his family environments, like just for that, like. Cause growing up, like I grew up on the east side. I ain't have no like foreign like friends. Like, I didn't have like immigrant-based family friend, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have that.
Still, she'll be at the store actually.
What?
On the phone, they'll hear her.
Like, what she said?
Yeah, right.
I was like, yeah, she's just on the phone with my grandma probably. Or something.
That's hard, bro. And I learned so much about Haitian culture just going to Gardy family functions, cookouts, just little gatherings, like, and I think it's so important that everybody out there, they need a immigrant based friend. Like you need somebody who's Jamaican, Haitian, Trinidad, like something from an island that shows you a different culture.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like something that just exposes you to something that you don't know.
It'd be like little things that like,
Bro, food, language, like just even a custom of how you like walk with a woman in Haiti is different.
Right.
Than how you know what I'm saying? Like it's just so much stuff, bro.
No,
Like
absolutely. Alex was that person for me because he was Brazilian.
you're Brazilian.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
His
amazing.
parents are from Brazil.
Oh,
So,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
yeah,
Where were you
experienced
born?
the whole
My parents are
Brazilian.
Dominican.
I was born.
Dominican.
Yeah.
So it's like right next to him.
What?
So
Yeah.
that shit.
Nah, I
It
was
was literally all over the place.
no, for real.
And your parents are from there too, right?
Yeah,
So,
born and raised.
And
Yeah,
so
I
when'd your parents come?
They came here for high school, and that's how they
okay.
met. They
Okay.
met in Newark, New Jersey. That's where I was born.
Okay.
And then we moved from Newark to South Carolina, this little town called Indian Land. It's not too little now. It got a lot bigger, but it was a huge culture shock for me, bro. Like,
Wow.
I'm talking about, I walked to school every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would save up my lunch money to go get some Brazilian food at the corner store type shit. Walking home with my sister, and I went from that to this small town Indian Land where I can just walk in my neighborhood and that's it. And then like I would play in the woods, like ride ATVs, dirt bikes, fucking paintball and airsoft gun, bow and arrow. I was like, dude, what the fuck life is this? Like, this shit's crazy. It's fun as fuck.
Facts.
And then from South Carolina, I moved to Concord.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to high school in Concord, and my first day I met Clint
Okay.
in PE class. We was talking about fucking Kid Cudi. I was like, oh, you know this song? He was like, yeah, I know this song, bro.
Right,
I was like, bro,
hard.
I gotta put you on some shit. That's when I was listening to like old Drake. And
Oh,
he wasn't really on like old Drake.
Oh,
so
that was drop freestyle time.
yeah, like November
come on,
18th,
yeah.
Thank Me Later type
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. So then he was like, come over, bro. Like, let's go. Let's listen to music after school. I was like, fuck yeah.
That's hard. Where'd y'all go to, like, Jam Robinson?
Nah, Cox Mill.
Cox Mill.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yo, y'all had the
I
team.
was
Everyone says that,
in
bro.
our era of high school, Cox Mill had-
Yeah, everyone says that.
Hey, boy, they had more bump than a little bit over that way, Jack. For real. What? And Mallard Creek, we all the Cox Mill girls, because y'all live not too far.
Yeah, right.
So,
From
like, Skybrook,
right?
bro. Skybrook had the Cox Mill Jones, like, and they would come to the football games, and you'd be like, "Yo, I didn't see her in class nowhere today." Like, who is that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's funny because like everyone would say that, but when you go to Cox Mill, everyone try to like date like girls from other schools type
For
shit.
real?
Yeah, like I was with some girl that was from Hickory Ridge type
okay,
shit.
okay.
And but everyone was like, "Yo, Cox Mill, y'all got all the."
I know in our generation, y'all had them.
Y'all have it for real, dude. Like, it was different. Like, wow. I used to wonder, like, bro, why y'all come to art school looking for all of this? That, like, good night. What?
This shit.
It was
Good.
like that. I didn't go to school a lot though.
For real?
Yeah, I hated high school.
You had
Damn.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like
It was school.
it's really the social structure of it. The teachers too. Like I didn't get along with some of the teachers. I was kind
feel
of
you.
just on
did, didn't you?
bullshit too. Yeah, I dropped out 11th grade, and then they made me go
What?
back because I was under 18.
That's something about your license, right?
Yeah, something about my license. Like you can't be out of high school and have a license under 18.
What?
Yeah,
I ain't
you
know
gotta
that.
be in high school or they
Take it.
restrict it.
Oh,
Right.
that's crazy.
That's wild. That's a rule right there.
Yeah, that's a hell of a rule.
That's the only reason I went.
That's some loophole shit where you can't drop out. Like you can't even drop out anymore. Like
They're like, yo, it's
Yeah.
dead.
And drive. You can't drop out and drive.
yeah, like
So, and an honorable mention. Let's talk about my homie Justin. Shout out Young Justice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Justice and Trent with the Trevor.
Yeah,
With the kicks. Like kind of talk about the. Oh yeah, right there. Oh yeah, the
I've been
Plazone.
skating these, man.
The Plazone. You know what I'm saying? But kind of talk about the street commerce fine Britches relationship with Good Times and Justice and like kind of.
Cause that's rare. Y'all all fuck with each
I
other.
love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I fucking
So
love
that
it.
people
don't
to
be
them,
happening.
and then they'll send people to us.
Right,
Right.
yeah. Like people will come in here and be like, "Oh, like Good Times just sent us," and vice versa. Like
Wow.
we'll send
Even
people
Gabe
there.
and Request, we got a good relationship.
Yeah,
Shout out
I
Gabe.
be watching it. I see
shout out
all of
Gabe,
y'all
for
are
real.
cool.
Hefe real
Yeah.
cool with Gabe.
I
So
got
like,
respect for all those
yeah.
guys because they were doing it before us.
Right.
So like, if you're doing it before us, we gotta pay homage.
For sure.
Right.
And
For
show
sure.
respect to these guys.
For
and
sure.
they're really talented too.
Right.
No reason
like-
not to. It's like,
Right.
Yeah, and it's
So,
like
right.
it's
show love
like
to everybody,
we might as
really.
well like we're the shopping in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Us like Request,
we show love.
Good Times, and
Right.
Street Commerce, Find Britches.
right.
So like there's no like hate. Like we should be lifting each other up and,
Legit.
like
Pushing forward.
pushing Charlotte fashion forward.
Absolutely.
yeah, that's what's gonna do it.
Y'all don't show
Absolutely.
nothing but love, bro, and that's what I love. about
Right,
y'all.
like
Right.
we not hateful people. Like
Right.
you walk into our store, I'll treat you just as good as like I want to be treated. Type
Absolutely.
Exactly.
That's why
And-
we don't fuck with social status.
It's politics. I can't speak.
It's politics,
It's not like
man.
that.
Shout
bro.
out
We
to
just
social
don't.
status.
We don't feel.
I used to
well-
work
Nah,
for
social
them.
status is great. They paved the way. You know what I mean?
They did,
Like,
man.
They
they
did.
paved the way for
They
us.
did.
So it's respect for them too. We trying to work with them, but we just don't feel like no acknowledgement, no respect, no welcomeness in the store.
Right.
It's just how
So
we
it's
feel.
That's
like-
why I always shout out to the biggest homie, James Whitner. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
The GOAT.
Shout out to
the
the biggest
GOAT.
homie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
And the
Like I
way
said, I can't, it's too many politics, man.
I didn't even mean to do him like that.
Nah,
It's
you
not,
good.
It's not like that. Like for real, I respect all of them, bro. Like,
Right.
and what the shop has done, like we need it.
Right.
They got to keep going.
It's
Yeah.
We got to coexist and show love and show.
it's
respect.
funny. I remember, speaking of social, I remember a Good Times pop up about 2 years ago in social.
That was over 2 years.
Was that over 2 years
That
ago?
had to be about 4 years.
4 years
That was
ago.
probably like 2016, 2017.
It was 17.
Okay,
You're
yeah.
right,
remember
Danny.
Ant, he posted about
It was
that
17
recently.
because I remember this. Yeah, it was 17. And the reason I mention that is because if not all of us in here, mostly a good bit of us was all in that room. And this is when everybody's literally in that grind, in that mud
It
mode.
was a
Right.
good moment.
And it's like, yo, you fast forward, what have they said, 5 years, 4 years, and look at everybody in that room. Look at the branches that like, and it's just like, wow.
Like it's amazing to see. to
Like
be honest.
it for like that's
Everybody
one thing
came
I would
so far.
challenge a OG like James Whitner to zoom in on and be like, yo, bro, let's see what I really did do. Like, wow, like this is my location. This is one of my stores. I got all these power players in here. Fast forward 4 years, and this is a whole tree
right.
that started at my store.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
real.
These are the
That
things
shit's
that he got to
crazy.
focus on.
Yeah,
Because
for
it's
sure.
like, yo, bro, that's
Because
power.
they really did do that.
They
Like,
really
did.
did, bro. They
was
really
worried
did do
about
that.
that.
Lil Yachty there.
And we're forever grateful for them. Because like,
What?
if it wasn't them, it was not going to happen.
I was like the only clothing, like big clothing spot too
Right.
at one point. So it was like Soul Status had it all.
They had it all, bro.
I mean, they still
exposed
do. They
this
still
whole.
got really great inventory.
Yeah.
Right.
The backspace is beautiful.
Yeah, that
You
new
know,
social
Yeah, that
space is hard.
backspace is fire.
Fire.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
it
we
was
had
not
a-
like that before.
Right.
Nah.
Nah, they didn't let you go back there. Back.
Right.
Right.
It was just a bunch of storage. You know what I mean?
Right,
So,
right.
and I always salute James for innovation.
Right.
You know, he'll turn a hole into a shop. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like literally turn a whole backyard barbershop into a whole social space and let you use it however you need. You know what I
Right.
mean? Kind of like what you're doing right now. It's like, yo, this is whole. We use concerts. You know what I mean? We're doing events. Like
Yeah.
we're allowing people to change the entire store for what they need. That's different level. You know what I mean? That's like we were saying, All-Star Weekend, coming to these pop-ups in the same square. You know, if it wasn't Nike over there, Dreamville right here, Don C at 2 blocks over.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
That's
Like
how it was?
that, bro. Seriously, bro.
Damn, that
Don
happened?
C
I didn't
pop
even know Don
up.
C had a pop
He
up.
had a party with.
He had a-
hype beats.
Bro,
Oh,
Don C's party, bro, was probably the best thing. Sponsored by Remy. It was a serious situation. Like, I'm talking about Remy on top of Remy,
They
and then
had-
it was
they had
titties
branding
everywhere.
on the
It's
light
beautiful.
rail for that for like months,
Bro,
Bro, it was like,
like-
Remy, Don C, like
Bro, that shit was
I
like.
remember that.
I remember I did some nut shit that night. It was good nut shit though. I finished this Remy right, and I seen Stally, and I said, "Yo, hold on, nigga. I walked up to the nigga. I said, yo, I'm about to call this nigga Hefe. I said, yo,
that's my nigga.
Stolly was with his girl and everything. I'm like, yo, I know you with your lady and all that, but yo, hold on. And then I start calling Hefe. He answered the phone at the desk. Niggas was at the crib on work shit, like ready, nigga. I don't. It might have been 12 or some shit. I gave him the phone. Stolly like, oh, nigga, why you ain't out here? It's All-Star Weekend in your city. What are you doing? Like, that shit was crazy. My nigga Hefe, man. Sometimes it be hard to get this nigga out the house, man. You know what I'm saying?
All-Star was lit. They had a little
All-Star was
They had a
lit.
half pipe set up right across the street from Social Status.
What?
Yeah, I remember.
They did.
It was like Rocket.
I used to-
Yeah, it was real kick.
Yeah, I was staying that shit.
Damn,
And
you
they
scared
kicked
me?
me out because I didn't have a waiver. And I came back in because I took off my jacket. I changed. It was some funny shit. It was some goon shit. It was fun, and that was like the last like major thing like that was in the city. Like,
What's the next? What's the next? Do y'all know? Like the next major?
They had QC signs around the city. Like,
They need to bring All-Star back.
Nah,
Shit.
no, right? Like,
Right.
Especially with y'all. Man, if they brought All-Star back, y'all right here in the
Freaking it.
Dude,
20 racks in the store.
Let's
straight up.
What's future plans for street commerce and fine britches, man?
We're expanding out of Charlotte. We want to go to Atlanta, and he wants to go to Atlanta. I think we all think he would do amazing things in Atlanta.
What?
We want to go to New York.
Yeah.
New York is probably like our
Absolutely.
short term but long term goal.
Yeah.
I feel like New York doesn't have that presence. Like, I don't see a high fashion or a high end streetwear like that
I mean,
kind
they
of
got Round
consignment,
Two,
but that's not
they're
high
It's
end.
not necessarily like. Yeah, it's heavy streetwear.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
it's also they don't do events and pop-ups. Like,
Right.
that
Right.
stuff helps us stay in touch with the culture,
Yeah.
like the
Absolutely.
immediate customer base and culture that we want to be tapped into. Like, you know what I mean? It's just direct relationships with people that live there and they have brands,
Right.
collectives trying to make shit shake.
Absolutely.
We try and help them with that platform to do so.
They kind of need that niche now too, man.
Yeah.
Especially like A-Life used to have like this backyard concert series, but shit, A-Life just closed. Like,
What, in New York?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
V-Files just closed in New York.
Whoa,
City.
V-Files just closed?
That's what someone just told me. I don't know.
Damn.
If that,
V-Files
I'm
might
pretty
They might have closed, bro.
Yeah, 'cause
that's very
we were-
possible.
Soho, their shit was the spot
Bro.
recently. In
Yeah.
the last 2 years, like that's where everyone was like clicking up, hanging
Yeah.
out.
That
was Smoke Block. Yeah, that was Smoke Block.
They did casting calls for like models. You could just walk up and stand in line and maybe
Right.
get modeled for
That shit be
V-Files.
hard.
Like,
Right.
yeah, cities need that.
They do.
It helps the like communities stay motivated and inspired.
I can see like a street commerce like across from a Preem. Like, that's a good situation. Down the street from a Preem. Like, that's it's that area, that brownstone store, that like you know what I mean, that kind of that atelier type situation. That's
Yeah, no
hard.
doubt.
That's hard.
And we love New York. Like, I mean, like I said before, like we just went there to shop,
Mm.
and like just being there and like everyone's on the go. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Right.
it's motivational in itself going to a
is.
big city like that. You know, especially like just going with your friends. Like
Mm-hmm.
I lived in Newark. My grandpa used to do deliveries, like bakery deliveries into New York. So I go there like all the time.
that's
But
hard.
like it's different when you're with your friends. Like you could do whatever you want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's freedom and it's
Yeah.
like a level of like life that we all want to just live every day.
That's
You know what
hard.
I mean?
That's
It's
hard.
inspiring.
I'm coming down to my last few questions, man. Clint, what is Spider Network?
Spider Network is a creative platform I'm trying to build that's like it gives users like control of their own data and their own curation of content.
Wow.
So whereas Instagram they create your algorithm for you, you don't really get to choose it.
Right.
I want Spider Network to be like more control for the user, so you can really curate an experience and build a network that you personally like will thrive off of.
That's hard.
And it's like more earning opportunities within the app. So it's like monetizing this social media networking that we're all trying to make money off of anyway.
Right.
That's the point of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got it. Like it takes money to eat, so
That's
it's
a
just
fact.
trying to monetize like the interactions that we do every day.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Do you code?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Me and my brother started learning though, because
Ah,
I have
okay,
to.
okay.
I got to catch up on some computer science.
That's
Yeah.
hard. That's hard.
Nah,
we got a homie Nate Home. He's into coding and like He's actually working on an app right now too, and just kind of
plug me with them.
pop.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. I got you.
Yeah, because
yeah,
I'm
like,
trying to build a team of developers that can really wrap their head around it and help me build it.
Yeah, like he works for a firm and everything. He does like contracting and all that. So yeah, like and when I pop in on him every now and then and just see like. It's tedious, bro, but like
Dude,
just to see the like
tedious,
what it
but
looks
what you
like.
can create
It's
with
Like,
it.
bro,
insane.
he'll show me like a back end, like a code wall,
Yeah.
and then switch the wall over to like the front of the
Yeah.
website,
Yeah.
and you'll
The
see like
user
shit
interface.
moving, and like
Right.
you'll see like transition. I'll be like, yo, what the fuck?
Off from that typing the numbers and
Yeah.
Bro,
Like-
typing numbers, symbols, yo,
That's
dash,
wild.
dash, up, back, under, like, whoa.
It's like beatboxing on computers.
no, literally, like it's like you look at it, you'll get dizzy, bro. Like,
There's different languages too. Like there's like tens and 20s, hundreds of coding languages.
Bro.
Like, that all do different things. So
Right.
Yeah, and
now there's new type of coding languages.
Yes.
that it's like autonomous code, so it can function without like a human intermediary.
oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, so
This
that's
next
like
level.
a whole different conversation. But Spider would be like powered by that type of code, to where like payouts between users and from the network is just autonomous. No like company entity that's like conducting transactions.
No middleman.
No middleman.
All right.
You still fairly early in that project.
Very early.
Okay.
Yeah, that's still in like the imagination stage, but LLC and
Oh yeah, ready to go.
structured, ready to go.
Yeah.
So just trying to build a good team.
No, I had, when I was coming up with my questions, I had seen it in your bio at the time.
Yeah.
I was like, let me throw that in there so he can plug that.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it, bro.
Oh, I wanted to ask y'all too. Y'all love for cars, Danny. Let's start with you. Like on the Beamer side, like
Y'all boys love the whips.
love the
Honestly,
whips.
I wasn't
man.
even really too into cars growing up. It was actually like probably once I got like a little bit older and I just started, traveling,
Right.
seeing just all these different types of cars in different places, and like I don't know, I always liked Beamers. I had a Benz actually first. I got my first like foreign from my boy Clint.
That's
I sold
hard.
him- I sold him a Benz.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's
And
hard.
RIP
It was
that.
my first foreign too.
Yeah.
And then
What?
he got it.
I hydroplaned on 45. It
What?
was on Easter Sunday, bro. I was on my way to my sister's.
Damn.
And then thankfully I walked away scratch free.
Yeah.
Car was totaled, but
That's a
you know what I mean?
blessing. Big blessing.
Got to bounce back somehow. And then,
Right.
yeah, I found that car for a crazy deal. And it was actually funny because it was like a mom and pop shop. And it was called Danny Motors. So I walk in
that's
there
hard.
and like I was straight, like I was like, yo, like, we got the same name. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a deal.
That's hard.
Like, yeah, nah. I mean,
Cars are fun.
Yeah.
We rented like Lambos and Rolls Royces in LA.
That's hard.
I'm named after a car. My name's I8.
That's
Cars.
facts.
I love
That's a
cars.
fact.
A little Beamer squad.
That's hard.
I think it's just like it's really cool to be able to go to these places and like rent these cars and shit because it's kind of like you're putting yourself in perspective. Like one day we're gonna own these. Like
That's a
like,
fact.
it's not like a possibility. Like we're gonna make it happen. The fact that we driving it right now.
Yeah, we
can-
basically already rich. We just like gotta get rich.
Right.
we
Right.
gotta attain it. We gotta,
Right.
yeah.
It's a total mindset. It's an energy. It's a frequency. Like you know what I mean. Like as long as you align yourself with the vision.
I feel like when they see it like being enjoyed with like friends, like we're all like out there together. Like it's not just one of us or two of us. It's literally like all of us.
Yeah.
We all gonna turn up. We all gonna get 2-3 cars.
It's
each,
all our
like,
birthdays. You know what I mean?
Man.
Right. That's hard.
Man, I got a speeding ticket out in LA.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Panorama.
What?
Yeah.
That Porsche.
It was
At
funny
least
though
you
because
ain't wreck it.
we hadn't seen bro for a minute. I think we was going to like the mall or like maybe.
We
like,
just so
the
happened to
beach.
see him getting pulled over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we pull up to a light. We look across. There's Alex over there in the panorama. Cop on a bike behind him. I was like, yo.
Yeah, it was a bike cop
Yeah,
too.
he said he was following me for like a mile. I was like right in front of like the Beverly Hills Center, that big ass mall, and
That's
he was like,
crazy.
"Yeah, I caught you." He was like, "I was trying to see if you was slowing down, but you kept on revving the engine, so I had to pull you over." I was like,
He was gone.
"Man," and it was a rented car, so like,
Right.
right, it was just a mess. I got a lawyer though. My lawyer took care of
We
me.
gonna be the
You're gonna beat the game.
Beat the case.
Like speeding ticket.
I got my last question here, man.
Get it.
What advice would y'all get to the next generation of Charlotte kids? Each of y'all can answer this. Sorry.
You want to start down there? Or
I go. My advice to the next generation of kids is like, you see me do it, so obviously you can do it. But it's not even like I did it. I didn't do anything just yet. So it's like there's always still like room to grow. So don't ever get like, don't settle in like the position that you in. Because I'm always kind of like uncomfortable to an extent. Like when I chill too hard, I don't like the way I feel. I feel like I didn't accomplish enough. So just always have that feeling of just like have that fire underneath you almost. Like you gotta create that own fire and kind of realize or remember what you're doing for, and don't compare either. Because like it's really easy to compare with like social media, obviously. But like like I said, a lot of people who make it look like they're doing alone aren't alone. So it's like when we start comparing, just know that you're your own. You are in control of your own like destiny and routes and stuff like that. Because like I really was making music and thought beats was going to be like my destiny, and I was going to be making records and stuff like that. And like I went with what was flowing, like what flowed in life, rather than kind of forcing like shit to work.
That goes into my advice, which would be stick to what you know and love. Like stay in your lane. Don't branch out because you see someone making money doing what they love. Yeah. Try and go do that.
That's important.
Stick to what you know and love.
That's very important, man.
For sure.
And honestly, like, I would just say stay focused and, literally just do what you love. Like, don't, like I said, don't compare yourself on social media because everyone just posts the good shit. You know what I'm saying? People, you don't know what that person's really going through. You know what I'm saying?
Social media fucked it up.
Yeah, like, literally, like, for real.
That's where we got to show our highlights, so I get it.
Right.
But you got to understand it at the same time. You got to understand that that's what it is for.
There will be downfall. You know what I'm saying? Your life is not going to just keep on going up. Like,
even with all this going on, it's definitely been.
Oh,
right. Yeah. So like,
it really has.
Stay true to yourself, really, and stay focused.
And know it's gonna be them hard times, so don't bitch out. Like, you gotta keep going. Like, it's gonna get hard.
Stand tall.
Like I was about to say, if today wasn't a good day, then tomorrow will be fine. So you just gotta have that, like, just open minded at all times. You know what I mean? Like, you could be in the darkest holes in, like, you know what I mean, your life right now, and you just gotta keep a better, like, you know what I mean, thought on it tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Right. Gotta weather that storm, man.
Exactly.
Tell niggas go listen to some Larry June or something.
Yeah,
shit.
something.
That's it.
Bump that currency, smoke joint.
I
don't think about
Yeah, because like I grew up in Newark, New Jersey, like really in just a Hispanic town. Lived in a small ass house. You know what I'm saying? Never in my life would I think I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Doing something that I love. So life can always change as well. If you're in a down spot, there's going to be an upside. You're not going to go down forever, just like you're not going to go up forever.
Right.
So just be prepared.
Yeah.
Ready. Stay focused.
Strap that seatbelt on, man. That roller coaster's serious now. For real. All right, man. But it's been a good episode, man, here at Street Commerce, man. Fine Britches.
Hell yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, we went in for over an hour.
Yeah, man. It's a good episode, man. A lot to talk about, man. Man. Oh yeah. YouTube, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud.
Shout out.
Yeah,
I ain't say enough.
I appreciate
I
y'all.
got one more
man.
random question.
One
One off your
Hey, well, shit, I do got a question. You probably can't answer it, but who is this order behind you for?
It's for an overseas order that's almost done.
Okay. Yeah, I've been peeping that the whole time. Like, who is that big order for?
This man ordered 50 pieces. So.
What?
And they're all hand sewn, and as you can see,
There.
yeah.
They're on the way. They on the way.
Okay.
They had to get made. He spit that bag because I remember you saying,
Yeah.
I'm done with the bandana shit.
That's a fact. You did say that. So shit.
Unless they put the bag up.
Unless they put that bag up.
Put the bag up. We'll get you situated.
For sure. That's
For real.
just more work, honestly. What I plan on doing though for the winter is maybe bringing back the bandana jackets. I feel like I haven't had anything out there since we opened the store, so I don't want to bring it back and have people like, oh, you're back on it. I really rather just dip from it, but so many people are asking me about it that it might.
I was about to say,
Them jackets?
you got a whole new audience that wasn't there to cop that. You might gotta bring it back for them.
You got to think
For
about
real.
that Wells Fargo coder that
Yeah.
stays down the block, right? And he's running, and he's like, "Oh,
You want that
shit.
paisley?
He need that." Like,
It's gonna get cold.
feel
It's
me?
gonna get cold.
We got like a month, like
The
2
winter's
months left
coming.
in this
Hey,
season.
some got to cover up that 3-piece suit, man. You know what I'm
I'm working
saying?
on winter collection right now. It's finna go crazy. Got hats.
What? Okay, Minx.
Say less, man. I can't wait to, like I said, I got the Black Velour bust down. I
That's
can't
like
wait to
pretty-
crack it. I'm holding it.
And you're a smart shopper because a lot of people who did or aren't getting it, they're literally gonna ask what's getting cold. So those are gonna be gone, and I'm gonna do a new colorway.
Bro, it's so soft when you put it on, bro.
It is.
I fell asleep in mine. Don't put it in the wash.
Oh, I'm not. That's
wash.
cleaners only.
Yeah, that's dry clean.
Mine are not. Yeah, need to change colors, but yeah.
Big dry clean. But yeah, man, we've been locked in, man, for another episode of the Free Breakfast Podcast. Street commerce, fine britches, man. Downtown Charlotte, make sure y'all push up, man.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean?
Yes, sir.
325 East 9th Street.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Right across, right, Romere Bearden, right here. You know what I mean?
That ain't even Romeo building right.
What's the, that's First Ward, I'm sure. That's First Ward
Park.
Park. You know what I mean? Hornet Stadium,
Yeah.
First Ward
You're
neighborhood,
around the corner from
classic.
LaMelo and them.
Right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout
Right,
out to
right there.
Bob.
You know what I mean?
He's now an official city, nigga. I gotta
That's
throw
a
that in.
fact.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
That's
heard
a
about
fact.
getting Angela. You see
What?
that?
Yeah, I see we about to
Yeah,
get his
and
brother.
apparently they trying to work on Lonzo too. Like,
Hey
get them all
man, we
in.
get them ball brothers in
Get the
here,
ball
man.
boys.
We're gonna have
Hey,
a bar in
we
here.
gonna have to get All Star Weekend again. Like, what
saying,
you mean?
like,
Goddamn,
I started
right?
talking to them.
50 bags for the store. Win it all.
Bro, that'd be insane.
That's hard. That's
We're open
hard.
and stuff
man.
like that too, so it's like, let's get it.
Let's get it for sure, man. This is another episode, man, and we about to check it out.
Yes, sir. Peace.